Hi there, Janet Fritz here for Galaxy Girl Creations. Welcome to my channel and welcome to the September 2020 Off the Board with Pineapple Papers. And today I am working with a coloring page. So a funny thing happened and I thought I was recording and apparently I wasn't. I don't know if it had to do with the new iPhone upgrade that happened, the iOS upgrade. I thought I hit record, but I'm finding that if I'm recording and someone texts me, it is turning off my phone from recording. So I don't know if that's what happened or what, but anyway, I lost a lot of video, or I didn't record a lot of video of what I thought I was recording. So I'm just gonna have to do the first part of this by telling you what I've done. So my inspiration was this coloring page, and hopefully that is, yeah, you can see it. And when I saw it, I knew exactly what I wanted to do with my photos. I have some photos of my grandson with a popsicle, and I thought this would be perfect as part of my paper and part of my layout. So this is just a coloring page off of Pinterest, and so I guess you could say I was inspired by coloring pages, because if you go to my Pinterest board, I went and I pinned a whole bunch of other ones that I thought were interesting and fun and might be usable on a layout, or portions of it might be usable on a layout or to transfer into a cut file. But yeah, I was super inspired by this particular one, and so I printed it off twice on my printer, just my black and white inkjet printer. Sorry, that was the iPad stand locking. I printed it off twice in black and white on my inkjet printer, and then I ran one copy of it through my scan and cut, and it cut out all the little bitty pieces, including like the little tiny crab, the little stars. And I thought, well, this is really a good way to make a lot of inexpensive embellishments as well. Of course, you're gonna have to color them if you want them colored. But yeah, there's tons of them in there. I mean, here you can see there's more. There's a drink like lemonade or something like that. Of course, you could make it an adult beverage if you wanted to. Pineapples, basically everything that was in that image got cut out. And I took the popsicles and I colored them with my Copic markers. I did print them on Nina Solar White 110-pound cardstock so that I could use my Copics, and I colored them. And I knew I wanted to pull in some of the colors that were in this paper. This paper is from Bella Boulevard's Panda and Popsicles and Pandas, something like that. It's an older paper. But I knew I had it and I knew I wanted to use it, and it would be perfect for this layout. And I knew I wanted summer as part of my title, so I also colored those letters to match the different colors in the popsicles that I created. And I knew this is kind of an odd color for a popsicle, but I knew I wanted something that had this light blue and blue to green, because his popsicle is kind of, it's kind of white in the picture, but it was a lime popsicle, so I wanted it to kind of have that really icy cold look to it. So I pulled that color in, and then I started with black cardstock. It's just American Crafts. I have the smooth side up. It has a texture on the opposite side. And then I pulled in a strip of this paper that has the popsicles. I'm using the entire 8.5 by 11 of the coloring page because I felt like if I cut it off, it would start cutting the images and it wouldn't frame as well. And so that left me with a much larger border around the edges. So then I pulled in this green paper that has little tiny triangles on it. I don't know if you can see that. And that is from Amy Tangerine's Picnic in the Park, I believe. And so I thought that was a good fit because I wanted to bring out these more of the green colors than like the reds and oranges that you normally associate with popsicles, because he chose a lime popsicle. So once I had my paper printed, this strip cut, my two borders cut, the green one I did gut it because I didn't want to use all of that paper, but I did need some, like I said, some paper to make up the difference of this 8.5 by 11 to take it all the way up to 12. I knew I also did not want to do an 8.5 by 11 or a 9 by 12 page because I wanted room for the photos, and I didn't want it to cover everything on this particular paper, and I knew I wanted to get this paper in there. So that is what happened there. I backed my photos on black cardstock, and all of the popsicles and all of the letters are popped up onto foam tape, so that gives a little added dimension, and he is popped up onto some foam tape as well. Now I do have video for doing some of the embellishing, so I will go ahead and put that on so you can see that part of the process. And I am just telling the story here about when he hears the ice cream man at our house, now he comes over and he cups his hands around his cheeks and he bends his knees and he goes, treat! And it's so cute, and you really just can't resist it. And so in this particular case, that's what he did. But we didn't run out to the ice cream man on this particular day. I just came over to my freezer and got him a popsicle, and he was perfectly happy with that. And he had to wait until after he ate some of his dinner. So also wanted to mention, this is just a black and white polka dot washi tape that I put in there to kind of give a transition into this other paper and to bring that black in again. So my title is Summer Treat, and I'm going to go ahead and show you what I did in the video. And the only part that I know is not on the video is this little green popsicle got added several days after the fact because I could not find where I put them. I searched high and low and I finally found them, but I couldn't find them at the time when I was making the layout. And these are really old acrylic pieces from El Studio, and it came with, here's the actual package. I have another layout with him with an orange creamsicle, and the orange one is on that one, but this is the package that it came with, and I thought they were super cute, so I wanted to make sure I used it on there. So I hope you enjoy the rest of the video. Thanks. So I started out with some white paper and I stamped those labels, and those are stamped with Catherine Pooler ink in Lime Ricky and Samba, and I just used a stamp set from the Stamp Market, and they're super versatile. You can stamp them in any color you want, and you can make them match anything, so it's a perfect stamp set if you like these kind of label or journaling spots. And then I had these two pieces from the Pandas and Popsicles set, and it says Pure Joy and Juicy, and there were a whole bunch of little popsicle image type stuff on there, but those are the two that I chose to use, this blue one and the red one. And then I am going to add some of the blue down into the lower left hand corner of his photo, and I'm going to use a epoxy flare from Scrap and Happy Studio, and it just says enjoy. And I did, like I said, pop him up onto some foam to give a little more depth and to keep him at the same level as all of the little popsicles in that coloring page, and I think that worked out really well. And I have, you can see there on the pink, on the left hand side, there's a little cutting plate that has a pink label stamp or label die on it. That's from Bo Bunny, and that is what I used to cut out this piece, this green piece, and that's the same paper that's on the green border. And then I just layered up the letters treat there, and I actually like where it's placed, that now that I'm seeing it right underneath Summer. But when I was creating the layout, I didn't really want to cover up any of those images if I didn't have to. So I kind of kept it more over above his photo, which I realize is still covering up the images over there, but it's not really covering up anything under the title. That pretty much is going to do it for the layout. There's not a whole lot more on it. I did not add a lot of embellishments like enamel dots or anything. I did find an enamel piece that has popsicles across it, and it's kind of like a teal color, which goes with his shirt, and it has popsicles in all different colors, and I'm going to put that across the bottom of the photo there. And I really like how it came out. I hope this inspires you to try something different in using your Pinterest pins. Don't forget to check out all of the other ladies playing along with this month's Off the Board. Their links are down below in my description box. Again, thank you for spending time with me today. Like and subscribe if you don't mind, and I will see you guys next time. Take care and have a great day. Bye-bye now.